whatever understanding I garnered from the chapter that you had shared, most of the aspects have been covered already. I just initiated the understanding based on two basic questions that would propagate this idea into further research. The first was, what role does teacher-student relationship play in shaping the overall school's culture? That's the first thing. The second was, how can teacher-student engagement be a potential variable in school improvement? Now, when we use it as a variable, we automatically associate with other variables and indicators and parameters of school improvement. It could be professional development of the teacher, student autonomy, leadership, infrastructure, and 10 other things. So automatically this discussion has so far addressed more of the variables that we could ever think of. I would like to bring your attention to those points which so far haven't been discussed or probably will be coming in future. The first is the clash of teacher and student ideological differences. We have to accept this thing that when we enter a class, diversity is integral. So it can be either socio-cultural diversity of the student. We can have students coming from different social economic backgrounds and sectors, but affective domain is something that is but obvious whether we go in a public school or we go in a government school, because every student comes with a different emotional baggage. Right? So automatically the role of the teacher doesn't become in terms of transforming as a school counselor. She has to be a teacher. That role needs to be very clear in the heads of the teacher. She's there to teach, to facilitate knowledge. So irrespective of this effective engagement, that is the ideal. If she can achieve that, well and good. But to initiate that effective engagement, to reach that ideal goal, she or he needs to initiate a practice, and that can come from subject engagement. Now we have a lot of psychoeducational theories which validate this fact that students imitate the teachers through, you have classical conditioning and you have reinforcement examples as well, that a student likes to or prefers to fall for a subject because of the teacher. So if your initial induction or indoctrination in a subject has been made well because of the teacher, you will have a higher chance in terms of loving that subject or developing a liking for that subject, irrespective of anything. Now, the second thing that I would like to say is that engagement the research validates that engagement declines as we age. So particularly the transition from elementary to secondary to senior secondary, the adolescent age that we talk about, the engagement declines because students are also, getting aware of their own psychosocial and biological self, and they are trying to accommodate this idea of how they perceive the teacher. And there's this embedded guilt if they tend to see the teacher as a potential force of attraction or something. So these are the realities that you garner once you step into the field, you engage with the students, and then they also come up with this thing that at time when we used to revere them, we have ultimately developed that force of attraction for them. This is also one thing. This is also one facet. The second is that gender engagement is also very different. Girls will have likely more, relatability in terms of getting engaged or getting involved with the teacher, coming up with more. Boys, on the other hand, as they age, like I said, because of the peer pressure, because of the family pressure, because our society also shapes the mindset of gender differences in a very stereotypical way.
Absolutely.
So these are these external variables and factors that cannot be controlled, but the teacher has to accommodate her or his teaching styles considering these variables.
Great, Shivani. Beautiful articulation of some of the real complex issues which involve building teacher-student engagement. Shilpi, let me ask you this one